Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I just checked out DCMDVA weather, and it looks like we might get some rain today, but it should clear out for the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Parks Tides and Tunes tonight with Honey Soul. I'll see you there. And speaking of AMM, here is a code to use all summer long for most of the Wilma Lee skipjack sailings. EOA5. That baby is going to save you $5 off of every ticket for most of their sailings, and it's highly recommended to go check out the Sunset one. Spectacular. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? The bickering continues. President Biden is asking Congress to lift the gas tax and asking states to do the same. All of the Republicans came out with statements yesterday asking our federal reps to lift it and also called on our state to lift it. Even Comptroller Francho is asked to have it lifted. He says he can't do it as the legislature needs to do it. The legislature has no interest in doing it. Hogan says Francho can do it. So there's a not so quite polite term that starts with circle that I'm not going to use to describe what's going on here, but you get the gist. Anyhow, if the feds act, we might see an 18-cent break at the pump. If the state acts, we might see an additional 36-cent break at the pump, but our legislature enacted some inflation tax rate increases, and that 36 cents is actually headed up to 42 cents by the 4th of July if they do nothing. And the finger pointing continues, so you want to stay tuned. On Monday, the Anne Arundel County Council appointed 8/9 of the mandated Police Accountability Board. The last 9th is coming from the city of Annapolis, and the mayor has yet to name an appointee. But the 8 that were appointed, 2 are former law enforcement officers. Others are a pastor, a teacher, an attorney, a local business owner, a law and public policy expert with the Anne Arundel County Public Schools, and a behavioral health expert. When County Executive Pittman made the appointments, he did so with an eye to having the diversity of the committee reflect the most heavily policed communities. So 4 members are black, 2 are white, and 2 are Hispanic. The board will be tasked with investigating all complaints against both the Anne Arundel County and Annapolis City Police Departments. Newtown 20 is no more. Well, that community has been no more for quite a while as they have been busy rebuilding it. And yesterday, HACA, the city, and Penrose, the developer, celebrated the grand reopening of what they are now calling Wilbourne Estates. Named for the former HACA executive director, Beverly Wilbourne, the community now sits behind the Woodside Gardens apartment off of Forest Drive and consists of 78 new apartments and a 3,500 square foot clubhouse, along with plenty of recreation space. Now, a ton of politicians were on hand to cut that ribbon because, well, that's what politicians do, and it is an election year. The residents who were displaced when the old Newtown 20 was demolished had the first opportunity to move into the new digs, and it was a $25 million project with a number of funding sources. And up next, according to the current HACA executive director, Melissa Maddox-Evans, Eastport Terrace and Harbor House. So welcome home, all you folks that are living in Wilbourne Estates. Man, Heritage Harbor really stepped up to the plate with some food. They held their 11th annual food drive for Anne Arundel County Food Bank, and it's not typical. 40 volunteers went door to door in one day in June. Now, this was more than 1,800 homes to collect food and donations, and they came up with 5,320 pounds of food and more than $13,000 in cash donations. And as I have told you before, the need is so great here in Anne Arundel County. The food bank has experienced a 205% increase in meals served since pre-pandemic times. And last year, they served more than 2.5 million meals. Hey, you want to go to Eventbrite and look up Rodney Barnes' Key to the City and grab a ticket if you are around on Friday night. Now, Rodney is an Eastport native, and he is the producer of the HBO documentary, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. The event is going to be held at Maryland Hall, and it is free, but you do need a ticket. There will be a screening of the film as well as a Q&A with Rodney afterwards, hosted by Will Rowell of the mayor's office. He's going to get presented a key to the city, and I have heard from what I consider a fairly well-sourced person that there may be how should we say this, a very well-known Los Angeles Laker present for the evening. Also, Rodney will be signing and hanging out at Third Eye Comics on Saturday as well. And that's all I got news-wise. Some podcast stuff up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight. Muralize it. Ooh, crap, I just remembered I need to upload that. And next weekend it is going to be True Centered Chiropractic. And if you missed it yesterday, please do listen to the bonus pod we dropped with Liza Rowe and about her book, The Sober Poet. And that's actually what she is, too. She's a sober poet. Really good one. Tonight, Tides and Tunes at the Maritime Museum. And remember, EOA 5 saves you $5 on the Wilma Lee and 5 off I-22, number 5, OFFEYE, the number 22, saves you $5 at the Annapolis Irish Festival. I guess it's a day of $5 off for y'all. Well, that is a wrap, and as always, thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and Alpha Engineering. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Maker Minutes, and George from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that gets underway in a bit, so hang tight.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, June 23rd. Conditions should be fairly average for late June today through the weekend, which is a good thing as no real heat is expected for the next 4 days. Look for mixed skies today and tomorrow with highs each day 81 to 86 degrees, followed by more mixed skies with a small chance of some showers and storms this weekend with PM highs each day around 83 to 87 degrees, which is right around what we should expect as the average highs this time of year are between 85 and 87 degrees depending on your exact location. So make plans now for the pool or the beach, hopefully avoiding local traffic on the way over the bridge or whatever else you can mix in, including the East Puerto Rock and Music Fest on Saturday, the 25th, just 2 days away. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Wolf on the Wharf in Edgewater, all next week be sure to check out their Wolf Kids Camp Week 2 for ages 8 through 14, with a combination of activities from kayaking, arts and crafts, basic dog obedience, and learning about the local environment. The kids camp is in the morning, but also check out in the afternoon they have an arts workshop Week 2. And be sure to check out on Saturday, they have a paddle photo shoot with pro pet shots. Monday they have puppy yoga in the evening. And one more camp all next week is a kayak skills camp at Kittens and Cups, Annapolis' own cat cafe. Tomorrow, check out Paint and String Night, painting cats and outlining them with string via an embroidery method. Saturday they have a cross-stitch doing Pusheen, the cute cartoon cat. Sunday they have cat yoga, as well as doing a cross-stitch with Kiki's Delivery Service being the theme. And Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road. Tuesday morning, their Learn to Knit June and July session starts, and on Tuesday their Advanced Learn to Knit Socks continues. And they have more classes coming up in July and August at the Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm in Severn. Saturday, check out their Summer Flower Fest, making your own floral crown, bouquet, or fairy garden. At Blended Essentials in Severna Park, their summer camps are starting next week, with week-long camps making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more, with a different theme each week. Next week's camp for ages 8 and up has a pirate theme. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing silly pizza faces. Tomorrow, check out Discover Capri on a Plate with Chef Alba. And then Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing dart cups. At Local by Design, check out their main shop off of Jicopin Round Road for another Annapolis Artisans Market Saturday and Sunday. It's a great place to find gifts from local artists. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tomorrow there's a henna workshop with tea tasting. Saturday, there's linoleum block printing on fabric, as well as an advanced Pasanki workshop. Sunday, they have Vibe, Flow, and Chill Yoga, a mandala workshop, and their adult experimental painting and drawing class concludes. On Monday, their teen and adult Trompe l'Oeil 6-week workshop continues, exploring techniques used in French fool-the-eye painting. Then on Wednesday, they have their virtual botanical drawing for beginners with Anita Hagen. And be sure to check out their summer camps coming up in July. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, not a lot of STEM stuff going on, but on Wednesday, check out at the Bush Annapolis Library. They'll have Makerspace open hours. Linthicum has Paint the Possibilities, their summer library kickoff. Broadneck has Tie-Dye Summer Celebration. And Odenton has a pollinator party focusing on monarch butterflies. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday, check out our monthly general meeting and open house, both virtual and in person, for anyone who wants to check out the shop. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.